we're going to ring the bell and get it started. But Matt has been a good friend of mine for quite a few years, and I always enjoy getting a chance to call one of his matches.
Well, I'm sure you are, and I'm sure you're just going to be completely unbiased.
Actually, I am very unbiased when it comes to calling the match for Matt Boyce. And but he has a heck of a tag team partner in JYD Jr. over there.
Well, you know, JYD Jr., I have some sympathy for JYD Jr. because after all, he was an abandoned puppy. He was abandoned in the junkyard.
He was not abandoned.
Many years ago, he's tried to pull himself from his bootstraps out of that junkyard and make something of his life. So I have a little soft spot for JYD Jr. But let's talk about the USA Tag Team Champions. I'm talking about the Starr Twins, multiple-time tag team champions.
Oh, multiple-time tag team champions. Matt Starr has been the USA Heavyweight Champion on several occasions.
Absolutely.
Nathan Starr has been the USA Heavyweight Champion. Individually, I will tell you, two of the best athletes in the wrestling industry today. And, I mean, just, Matt Boyce up and over, and a hip toss on Matt Starr, and now a big body slam right in the center of the ring. Matt Boyce is on fire.
Well, you see Matt Boyce.
And goes right back to the arm.
Well, you see Matt Boyce taking it to right now. There's a tag. The Junkyard Dog Jr.
And JYD climbing to the second turnbuckle and driving that double sledge right across the shoulder of Matt Starr.
I'll give it to these men. They're focused right now. But are they going to be able? They haven't been a tag team, to my knowledge, ever before, and they're going against one of the greatest tag teams here in USA Championship Wrestling, the USA Tag Team Champions, the Starr Twins.
Actually,
and they're a cohesive unit.
Actually,
cohesive.
Boyd, I will say this. You said one of, I will say, after the number of reigns they've had more reigns. Look at the agility of JYD Jr. walking that top rope. But the Starr Twins, probably one of the best all-around tag teams in the business. And it does help them being twins. And it's not helping right now with that double sledge from Matt Boyce off the top rope on Matt Starr.
Well, you talk about them being twins. They think alike. They act alike. They like the same kind of food. They have intuition. They know what the other's going to do, and they know when they're going to do it.
And it has made them, and you said one of, but I'm going to tell you, they are probably the greatest tag team in the history of USA Championship Wrestling.
Well, they got the gold right now.
They do have the gold right now. And just from a number of times they've had that championship, I would say they are the best tag team in USA Championship Wrestling, bar none. Although, I will say I don't like their tactics, and I'm not real crazy about that guy, Timmy Diamond, over there in the corner.
See right there, you're showing your bias. You're showing your favoritism toward Matt Boyce.
How am I saying that?
What has Timmy Diamond ever done?
Outside of interfere in all the matches, yeah, that's about all. That's why I said, and that wrong headbutt. That dog-style headbutt from JYD.
Well, he's using those dog tactics that he learned in the junkyard as a feeble puppy who grew up.
Well, I tell you what, you go over to him and you tell him he's just a puppy. And you might meet with the same fate as Matt Starr with that headbutt.
Are you saying he would commit violence upon me? I'm a broadcast journalist, KC. Why would he do that to me?
I'm just saying.
I'm just giving everybody his backstory.
I'm not saying.
He was an abandoned puppy years ago. He fought his way up out of the junkyard.
And for a team that's only been tagged together for one time here tonight, Matt Boyce and JYD working like a well-oiled machine.
Well, they'll take it to the champions right now.
And now Matt Boyce picking up Matt Starr, and Matt Starr with a shot to the stomach, and now one right to the head and a kidney punch, and another right hand across the top of the head.
And there's the viciousness of the Starr Twins.
And Nathan.
There it is. That's a cohesiveness.
And now Matt.
That's right.
Taking advantage of the distraction from his brother.
Good work, boys.
And now choking Matt Boyce across that middle rope. Now, see, that's the kind of thing, Boyd, that I'm talking about with the Starr Twins. They have such talent in the ring.
That's right. Well, you just saw some skill and you saw some knowledge and wisdom.
With the attitude with which they take those shortcuts. That's what makes Everybody.
That was no short.
Dislike
Matt Boyce
these guys.
was attacking his brother, and he came along and fought the man.
Well,
He took him. He should have been
is
paying attention to the man in the ring. Instead, he was paying attention to the man on the outside.
a leg drop and that
And now you're
lackadaisical
seeing the
cover.
result. You're seeing the results now, as the Starr twins have taken back over on this match.
Well, that was a lackadaisical cover. You're not going to pin Matt Boyce with that kind of cover. And Nathan Starr knows better, but it's just that cocky attitude that he has because they are the tag team champions. And he deserves to have a bit of an ego, but not that much of an ego that you think you could pin someone the caliber of Matt Boyce with that kind of cover. Oh, and what an elbow right to the chin. Puts Matt Boyce on the mat. He's checking his teeth, boy, to make sure they're all still there. And no tag. What do you say about that? No tag.
I don't know what you say. I was too busy looking at JYD Jr. You know, he's a puppy that's come a long way, but he's not a very smart puppy. He's over there arguing with the referee.
Well,
you see the Starr twins have taken advantage once again of the stupidity of their opponents.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Nathan over here on the outside, pulling on the arm of his brother to help put more pressure on the arm of Matt Boyce, and Matt Boyce with a kick to Matt Starr.
Look, he's looking for you for help. Are you going to go in there and help him, Casey?
Actually, I'm not going to go in there and help him.
Well, he just asked
I
you
don't
to.
need to.
He just asked you to do it.
No, he did not.
You guys are probably going to go out for drinks later, aren't you?
Absolutely not. I don't drink.
Oh, is that right?
That is true. And
Well,
now,
maybe you should start.
and well, if I have to sit next to you for very long, I will. I will say this: they are perched on this top rope right above us, and Matt Boyce with a kick to the jaw of Matt Starr, and now Matt Starr in a little bit of trouble with Matt Boyce. Matt Boyce climbing the ropes. Boyd, look out. They may come down right on top of us. And a huge superplex from the top rope. Matt Boyce tried to drive Matt Starr right through the mat.
And look at the look on Matt Boyce's face. It took everything that Matt Boyce had to do that to the man. Both men are hurting. But look at Matt Boyce, the pain in his face. He's out of it. I don't think he can get it back together. Look at it. He's out of it.
He should be making his way over to get a tag.
He don't know where he is.
You may be right. He doesn't. He's trying to go to the wrong corner. Matt,
he's coming to you again.
The other direction, Matt.
Hey, stop trying to help him out. There you go again, Casey.
Hey, I was just saying, I didn't want him crawling out on the table right here at ringside. And JYD Jr. with a close and a headbutt, and now another headbutt. Well, this may be a double noggin knocker right there. And the Starr twins.
I'm not so sure that head isn't loaded.
How would it be loaded?
Well,
and there's a big power slam from JYD. And the tag.
Procedures. And look at this. He's tagging the man that's out of it. This may be a mistake. He just got beat up.
There's a frog splash from Matt Boyce and Nathan Starr. JYD throwing him over the top rope. And what is Timmy Diamond doing up on the outside?
Timmy Diamond is standing up for his boys, you understand?
And did you just see that?
See,
Matt Starr with a chain.
And he's got him covered.
What is he trying to do? He's trying to get him.
I don't believe it.
You got to be kidding me. Matt Boyce just wait.
This is an upset.
No, this is not an upset. Matt Starr planted that chain on Matt Boyce.
That's right. Your good friend Matt Boyce cheated. He hit the man. Yeah, he hit him with that. Your good friend he tried to knock the man out with
that.
Not at all. You need to be careful who you associate with, KC.
Oh my gosh.
Clearly illegal.
The winners of the match and still USA Tag Team Champions, the Starr Twins. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back right after this commercial break.
We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Yeah.
With me now, ladies and gentlemen, international wrestling star Barrett Brown. We're honored to have you here tonight. I tell you what, Blake Christian has been looking forward to this for a long time.
Blake Christian. If there's one name I have heard time and time again over the last few months, it has been Air Blake Christian. And Air Blake Christian, I've seen all of your stuff. I know how good you are. You remind me of a young kid that I know about 5 years ago trying to make a name for himself in this business. You remind me of a young Barrett Brown. And let me tell you, Blake Christian, I look back on a young Barrett Brown and I cannot stand that little punk. That little punk took too long to find himself in this business. And Air Blake Christian at Tennessee Homecoming, you're going to find out, you're going to step into that ring with not just the biggest challenge up to date, but the biggest challenge of your career because, like you said, internationally known superstar, 50 caliber Barrett Brown is going to prove tonight, Air Blake Christian, that no matter how good you are, how athletic you may be, you are not and never will be up to the caliber of 50 caliber Barrett Brown.
Well, there you go with a very confident Barrett Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, fans, we are back at USA Championship Wrestling Tennessee Homecoming. And right now, the cruiserweights collide on Right Now TV.
Well, what we're looking at right here is two of the finest cruiserweights in the entire world. Air Blake Christian and 50 caliber Barrett Brown. 50 caliber Barrett Brown, new to this area. He's not new to professional wrestling. He's been around for quite a few years in his young age.
Well, he is a former junior heavyweight champion across the country. And Blake Christian is really wanting to test his mettle, so to speak, against 50 caliber. I know for a fact he has been taking every match he could get with every cruiserweight around, getting prepared for this match, this night, and Barrett Brown.
Well, you have two young men of similar age, similar skill sets. They've both been in the business about the same amount of time. They both have very good pedigrees, and they have very confident young men. They're both very confident.
Well, confidence is a good way to put it for 50 caliber. I saw him coming into the building, and he just turned his nose up. So I'm not real. Oh, nice.
We're just getting started right here, Casey.
Well, this should be a barn burner. I can say that for it, Boyd. And Air Blake Christian charging in on Barrett Brown in a reversal. And now, and Blake Christian.
It was tit for tat on that one.
Yes, it was. That headstand tried to go for a Hurricane Rana, flipped him around, and he landed on his feet. And this is going to be interesting as they talk. Oh, and just that. See, that's that blatant disrespect there, Boyd.
Well, it's called mind games, Casey. If you ever had a fight in your life, you might know a little something about it.
Yeah, that's kind of like some of those mind games that you tried to play with Tony Atlas. Oh, and what a scissor flip on Barrett Brown. I don't think he was expecting that out of Blake Christian.
Well, I said you got two men of similar skill sets, two very confident men, but there's a difference in their confidence. You have two different kinds of confidences. You have the confidence of Barrett Brown.
Oh, a knee right to the face.
You have the confidence of a Barrett Brown. It's a very focused confidence.
And that forward senton, standing senton from Blake Christian.
You also have the confidence of Air Blake Christian. That's not so much of a focused confidence it's kind of more like Blake's kind of a punk.
Oh, so now you're showing your bias, are you?
No, I'm telling it like it is.
And there is a forearm shot and a right hand from Barrett Brown. Man, these guys
on the outside.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's going to happen here?
Blake tried to go. It looks like he's trying to go for a Uranagi. Yeah, it is very scary. These guys go off here and land on that on.
You boys
on the
better get it
floor,
back
that
in the
could
ring.
be very, very dangerous.
Something bad's going to happen here, boys. You better get it back in the ring.
Oh, and Barrett Brown getting knocked off the apron by Air Blake Christian. And what is he? Oh, Barrett Brown, the
And
first to react.
There's that focus. There's that focus I was talking about. He very easily could have got his teeth kicked in, but instead he turned it around and knocked the man right on his face.
Well, he is not a former junior heavyweight champion for no reason, Boyd. Oh, and what a kick to the back from Barrett Brown, and now strutting his stuff
And see,
around ringside.
This is where Air Blake Christian's ego, if we'll call it, has gotten the better of him. You know, he's a fine athlete. He was running around with some great guys known as the Starr twins. And then what did he do? He got kicked out of Star Power.
Well, he
because of his arrogance.
He just got kicked in the ribs.
And now you're seeing his arrogance work against him right here. As Barrett Brown, 50 caliber, is right on top of the man.
Well, Barrett Brown picking up Blake Christian, but I'm going to tell you, don't underestimate this young punk, as you want to call him. He is not a punk by any means. He's got a fine background in martial arts, and he can fly.
Well,
and you know it just like I do.
I don't underestimate the skills of Air Blake Christian. He's one of the finest athletes I've ever seen, but he does not have the focus. No, he ain't doing that, is he?
Well, he's not airborne. He's Air Blake. And, Barrett Brown with that savant kick right to the chest.
Look at the grimace on his face. He's grimacing
again,
like there's no tomorrow.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
What has he got to complain
Well,
about?
that's the experience of Barrett Brown. He's smart enough to tell the referee how to do his job.
Well, he needs to worry about doing his job and walking out of here with a victory over Air Blake Christian. And now Barrett up on the top rope. Blake sitting atop the turnbuckle, and wow, Blake.
Into the turnbuckles.
A Japanese arm drag into the turnbuckles.
That might be it. Oh, that was
almost.
Close. That was close.
Only a 2 count, though. And I'm going to tell you what, this kid is double tough. I have seen him take some hellacious beatings over the course of his career. And Barrett Brown is going to have to do more than just be confident to beat Blake Christian.
Well, he's still got it. See, look at him. Look at him.
Well,
he's squirming around. Barrett knows he's got him. He's gonna finish him off in his time.
In his time, well.
That's right, and he's embarrassing him in front of his area fans.
To me, he's kind of embarrassing himself, prancing around like that. And now, what a clothesline from Blake Christian, and that back elbow. And then uppercut forearm.
Blake Christian apparently has some gas left in the tank.
Well, he's got a lot of gas in the tank. If you've watched the match with Blake Christian?
I've seen
what a open hand strike.
It's remarkable. He's absolutely remarkable.
And there's a receipt from Blake Christian to Barrett Brown with that right hand. These two cruiserweights, toe to toe,
now they're
trading punches.
Now they're teeing off on each other.
A reverse bicycle kick to the jaw.
How did he even do that?
I honestly, I have no idea.
I think he bent the laws of physics there.
Well, Blake has been known to bend the, and a double kick, and both men down center of the ring.
Like I said, similar men, similar styles, and they went for a similar counterattack, and now they're both down.
Wow, that was, I'm going to tell you what, both of them down after that kick, and I'm surprised either one of them are moving. Blake trying to get back to his feet. I don't think he knows where he's going.
Well, both of these men with an even desire to win.
Well, you understand that both of these guys
What a shot.
want another chance. And well, Barrett wants another chance to be the junior heavyweight champion. Blake wants to be the junior heavyweight champion. His first opportunity. Oh, and a knee.
Oh, look at these shots.
And another one from Blake Christian.
They're hitting each other so hard, they're firing each other up.
Barrett with that jumping knee. Oh, and a standing Spanish fly out of nowhere from Blake Christian.
I've seen Blake Christian hit that many a times, and that's probably one of the best things I've ever seen him do.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Boyd. He hit that standing Spanish fly.
He almost won the match with that.
Almost. I literally reached for the bell hammer to ring the bell. I was almost positive he put him away with that. And now Blake dragging him across the ring, putting him into position. Uh-oh. Is he setting up for it, Boyd? Oh, and he catches the knees of Barrett Brown coming down from that moonsault. And Barrett Brown with that slam. And Blake Christian kicks out.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, he was going for it, but Barrett Brown had him scouted and almost put him away with that maneuver.
Well, he almost put him away with that, but Blake Christian, if he'd have hit that, I honestly don't know how to describe it, Boyd. It's a moonsault with a frog splash in the middle.
It's a backwards moonsault, that's what I call it.
And he tried to put Barrett away. Barrett was just too smart for him, and now Blake, reversal, and
he got him.
He got him.
I don't believe it.
Blake Christian just beat Barrett Brown right here in Omen Arena.
Blake doesn't believe it.
I don't believe it.